Hey guys, it's me Bako, a vessel for the people. You know how it is. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing good. For me, this year was it was very bumpy. It started very bumpy. I don't know how it's going for you guys, but yeah, it really started bumpy. But yeah, I started gaining control and everything. Started gaining balance. You know what I mean? So yeah, I I was just sleeping on this idea of creating a YouTube channel, and like I've been gatekeeping this. Like it was supposed to be released a long time ago, but I was like doubting myself. Like I was just overthinking about the whole idea. I wasn't so confident enough about it. I just don't know. But I actually have an audible podcast. You can find it on Spreaker, Spotify, and all these other platforms. So but like I just wanted to connect more to people. So like I was like, nah, I really have to visualize everything. I really have to be behind the camera. So the fact that I'm here right now, it really means a lot because it was really a struggle for me to actually, be in front of the camera. But yeah, I guess, just like things take time. Yeah, the things take time and everything. But yeah, this is like an intro slash episode 20 to like my my audible podcast. So like this is the first visual episode that like I'm going to be dropping. So yeah, guys. Um so to who doesn't know, um I my podcast is called an Ode to Self Care. So like in Ode to Self Care, when I first thought about the initiative, like an Ode to Self Care, what was on my mind was okay, a lending hand to everybody who is like going through the hardest times of life. Cause like it was after it was after I was set free from like all the chains that were holding me back for like almost all my life. So I was just stepping into the light and I'm like, I'm not gonna be greedy. Like there's so much light and I have to share it. Like there's so much knowledge, there's so many lessons. So like why not take it to other people, take it to the kids, especially like if you just got out of high school, right? And you just trying to figure out life, but you actually have no idea what you're gonna do. I feel like most importantly, this is for you guys. For all of y'all in your 20s, like your 20 somethings, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you feel me? So it's just that in life, we just forget ourselves and just adopt just many characteristics, ideologies, beliefs that are not truly aligned with us. So, an ode to self care is just, um, yeah, it's just something that's gonna make you believe in you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's going to make you be your own best friend. Cause I know a lot of y'all, a lot of let me just include myself in the collective because I before I was like that. So like I understand that we cannot sit with ourselves. Like we we run away from ourselves, and that's not okay. Like how can you run away from yourself, bro? Like you have to love yourself unconditionally, wholeheartedly, in whatever situation, you know. So in up to self-care, I'm just trying to show the people that okay, yes, the grass is really green on the other side, and whatever they've been feeding me, um they've been forcing me, they've been indoctrinating me to do, nah, I'm just gonna break those chains. Cause like I feel like the thing that's dominating right now in the world is like fear and guilt. It's like controlling with fear and guilt, and people are just scared to be their creative selves. Like that's like the worst thing you'd ever do to yourself. You know what I mean? Like never neglect your creativity. Cause I remember growing up, there was a time of my life when I started having ideas, but I'd sleep on them though. I was like, okay, this is just a thought. It's just gonna pass. I took them for granted, and yeah, it just took me into like different loopholes. Like, okay, I can't fit into this mold, so like, what's my thing? You know what I mean? Like, how can I express myself in a way? You know what I mean? So yeah. Um, yeah. Today, I just would really like to talk about the most the part of ourselves that we mostly run away from. Like, and this is our friend. Like, this is our friend, and we experience a lot of adventures with this friend almost every day. Let me not say adventures, cause yeah, it's really hectic, you know. That friend, I would say, is the shadow self. So like, we all have a shadow self. So like, my understanding of the shadow self is just parts of you that are suppressed, parts of you didn't fully process and like forgive and truly face them, instead of like running away from them or trying to numb yourself or trying to find a quick fix. You know what I mean? So like, the importance of healing and like making your shadow self an acquaintance, it's just so vital, because that's when you get to see that, okay, wow, I didn't know that I had a lot of things inside me. That's why self validation is so important. Like, before anything else, before you could just like go out there, check in with yourself first. Don't just indulge in other people's advices and ideas, like, before you can just question you know yourself first, before you can like make sure, okay, like, yeah, this resonates with me actually. Don't just loosely take advice. Just check in, be a critical thinker for once, and be like, you know what, okay, maybe parts of this will work for me, but yeah, I'm just gonna take what works for me and filter out what's not gonna work for me. So like, the shadow self may consist of, if you have self-doubt and you just grew up in a very traumatic family, um yeah, it's just those type of things. When you suppress them, when you don't attend them, yeah, when you don't fully attend them, when you just ignore and just leave them unattended, like, if you don't face them, they possibly gonna come back and haunt you. You feel me? So a lot of us, what I see, a lot of us struggle with right now is like, we are so stagnant, right? And we do not have the answer to like why we are stagnant, you know. But what I realized is that for me, in my creative process, because I had creative blocks. I had a lot of fantastic ideas, but for me to just express myself and just go out there, like, I felt like there was something holding me back, but I didn't understand. Like, what's going on? What is that thing? You know what I mean? So I started going out there, seeking advice from the wrong people, getting into things that I would not mention. But like, yeah, and I realized that, okay, wow, I have myself. Like, I can actually heal myself. Was just like being in solitude, being with myself. Because, like, I like to say this a lot. Like, self validation is very vital, guys. Like, just go within and just block out all of the noise that you've been hearing outside. You feel me? Like, it's really important, it's really vital. You know what I mean? Plus, I was listening to this song. This is this chick, Ghana. Masai. Yeah, Masai. It's called Shadow Self. So, like, she says, who are you when the lights go down? Who are you when no one's around you? If you remove the walls that are around you, how'd you move? So, like, that got me thinking a lot. Because, let me say, like, most of our thoughts are not our thoughts. It's just the ideologies that we were brought up to, the experiences that we had to go through, the people that we had to interact with. You know what I mean? Like, all of that has blinded us from seeing ourselves for who we truly are. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have that time for ourselves. Like, we don't have time to ground ourselves anymore. And it's very vital to just have time for yourself. You know what I mean? Because how are you going to know if your inner voice is speaking, if you are still around like many voices? You know what I mean? So it's very important to just take in time for yourself. You know what I mean? To just uncover a lot. Because I promise you guys, like, there's a lot. If you just go within and forget about outside external validation by just going inside, it's just it's just so fruitful for me. It's so liberating right now because I didn't know, like, a lot of things that I am currently doing now. I didn't know I had the ability of that because I grew up with people, just giving me um ideas of, like, okay, nah, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, and you're just gonna live like this for the rest of your life. But I didn't want that. Like, for me in life, I don't want to spend my whole life like working on a 9 to 5. Like, I don't see myself as like that. You know what I mean? um so the thing is, right, when I finished school, it was like so stressful. I was having anxiety. Like, I was super stressed that, okay, like, I finished school, right? And the thing that I was like, the subjects that I was doing at high school, they were like, okay, I want to finish up because I actually want to get out of this place and actually figure out, like, what's for me, like, what was I brought here to do. Like, at that time, I had no idea until I finished my matric. I still had no idea that, okay, Tiamo or Barco is going to become this type of person. Um, like, I had no idea, you know what I mean? Until I sat down with myself, until I grounded myself. Like, it's just nice, just blocking out the outside voices. Be it your parents, just be it society as a whole, you know, be it a lot of things they'll be watching. Yeah. So yeah, guys, it's really nice to actually do that for yourself and to just break the chains of self-doubt. uh yeah, like, it's a very nice thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. And yeah, subscribe to your boy. Subscribe to it. Subscribe to your boy's channel. You know what I mean? You know how it is. Um, yeah, I think, yeah, I think I've covered everything.